got to this computer. Okay, Hare Krishna. So, the Panchatattva are the ones that you mentioned just now. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So, Shri Krishna Chaitanya is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He came in the 1500s, 15th century. So, just about 500 years from now back, he came. And he came in India in the region of near Bengal, in Mayapur, we call it, Navadvipa Dham. Okay, so that is the place where he appeared. And he is Krishna in the mood of Radharani. So Jai Shri Krishna, and he came with his associates. So when a great, president is going or a big person is going, he doesn't go by themselves. He goes along with his whole entourage, right? A lot of people go along with it. A lot of cars are going, or a lot of people are going with him. So when the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, he is coming on this earth, then he is also coming with his entourage. That is people who, people who accompany him, who are also just wonderful or great people. So he comes with, Krishna always comes with Balram. So Balram is Nityananda Prabhu. So Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. And then we say Shri Advaita Gadadhara. So that's Advaita, is Advaita Acharya. So Shri Advaita. So here that if you see the name Advaita is hidden like this. It's Sa Advaita. Sa means with, along with. Advaita, right? Advaita Acharya. Savadhutam is talking about Nityananda Prabhu. Avadhuta is also basically means somebody who is acting like a almost a madman, who's ecstatic, so happy that he is almost behaving like a madman. And what is he mad about? The love for Krishna. So that's Nityananda Prabhu, who is madly in love with uh, sharing the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wants to share the Harinam Sankirtan all over the world. Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam. So they are coming. The five people are Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivas. So those are the five Srivas Pandit. So those are the five people. Sri Advaita Gadadhara, Srivasadi, Gaura Bhaktavinda. So that's where we are paying obeisances in the Mangalacharan to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Panchatattva. And then is Sri Radha Krishna Padan. This is paying obeisances to Radha Krishna and the Sakhis, Ashta Sakhis, 8 Sakhis. Right? And then we move on to Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Deen Bandhu Jagatpate. So this is now paying obeisances to Lord Krishna himself. Oh my dear Krishna. So what is it saying? Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. Karuna means somebody who is very benevolent, or is trying to, who understands the pain of others and is very um, loving. So, hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. Sindhu is like a huge ocean. So Krishna is a huge ocean of love, and he loves his devotees. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagat Pate. In this world, whoever is um, distressed, so he is the one who takes care of the people who are in distress in this whole world. Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastuthe. So he is the master of the gopis and the lover of Srimati Radha Rani. So we are paying obeisances to Lord Krishna, who is the friend of the distressed and the source of whole creation. He is the master of gopis and lover of Radha Rani. So this is the next part that we have to remember. I will send a recording of this on the group chat, and then you can try to remember this. It is spoken like this. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Okay, so this is the next part that you have to remember of the Mangalacharan. Again, try to remember the Mangalacharan. It is very auspicious, and we'll do it before every class. And as I said, from now on, each time rather than me doing it, we'll have one of you read the Mangalacharan. If you remember, you can remember whatever, and then speak from memory, whatever you can remember, and the rest you can look at the screen and speak like that. Okay. Um, okay. So some of us were at Sadhu Sangha. So, oh, one thing I had to make an announcement today was about a wonderful achievement by one of the students who are here. And that is our wonderful Darsh Prabhu. He did 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra at Sadhu Sangha. So we'll all say 3 times Hari Bol for him for doing 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hari Bol! Hari
Haribo,
Bol! Hari Bol!
Haribo.
Haribo.
Good job, Darsh. That is wonderful. Chanting is not easy. It is it is easy if you make it easy. It is difficult otherwise. But to take out time and to voluntarily do 16 rounds, it's a good big achievement. It's a good job doing that. Okay, so we'll start with the story for the day. Mataji, would you like to do the story or you want me to do?
Prabhuji, you can do it.
Okay,
Either way is fine, Prabhuji. But you can do it, Prabhuji. Please
okay.
go ahead.
I'll share the screen then. So let's bring. So who remembers what did we cover last time? Do you all remember which story we covered last time? You can say if I can't see your hands right now, so you can unmute and tell me.
The killing of Agasur.
Yes, Hari Bol. That's right. The killing of Agasur. So what is the Kahoot today going to be on? It's going to be on Agasura. So Navya actually made the Kahoot today. So
Can I still play?
no, Navya. If you made the Kahoot, you can't play.
I'll try to forget everything.
Uh, doesn't happen like that. Okay, so we did the Damodar Lila. We have completed the chapter 6, Vatsasura and Bakasura, right? And then we did after that we did the killing of, that was Bakasur, and then we did the killing of Agasura, that was chapter 7. Now we are on chapter 8 today. Okay. Lord Balram steals the boys and calves. This is actually a wonderful, very wonderful story. And it is very important also. It has lots of teachings and lots of lessons in it. Okay. Did we lose some of our friends? I think we had a few people there earlier that they had to leave, maybe Satvik and Savik, or right? Okay, that's fine. I'll continue. Okay, can you all see my screen? The Lord Balram steals the boys and calves.
No, Prabhuji.
No.
Still showing
No?
Hare Krishna
Okay,
Karuna.
let me change the screen then. Okay, so we'll go with this. Now you can see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Okay. So Lord Balram steals the boys and calves. Let's see, how many pages is this? We'll read accordingly. So just 3 pages. So not a very long chapter, right? Okay. So after saving his friends from the mouth of Agasura, Lord Krishna brought them closer to the Yamuna river and said, "My dear friends, this is a nice place to eat lunch and play on the soft sandy beach. Just see the sweet smelling lotus flowers floating in the water. Hear the chirping birds and peacocks and the whispering of the leaves in the trees. Let us have a lunch right here. It is already late and we are all so hungry. The calves can stay nearby to drink water from the river and eat the soft grass here. Sitting down on the ground in a circle, they began to open their lunch boxes. Lord Sri Krishna was sitting in the middle. In his left hand, he held a lump of food made with yogurt, butter, rice, and pieces of fruit. He was laughing and joking, enjoying lunch with his friends. So just imagine the beautiful scene. Krishna is sitting with all his friends in the side of the river, and they are sitting down to have lunch. They are having a wonderful picnic, seems like, right? And it's a wonderful scene. He's holding a little bit of rice and a lump of food in his left hand, and he's joking and with his friends. Flying in airplanes above them in the sky, many demigods watched the boys. Lord Brahma was especially enjoying what he saw. Meanwhile, the calves had walked much too deep in the forest. The boys were afraid their calves were lost, so they cried out, Krishna! Krishna! Just by calling out Krishna at once, they felt safe from any danger. Krishna said, My dear friends, please do not worry. Sit right here. I will look for the calves myself while you eat your lunch. So, see what happens? So the cows went into the forest and they went a little far so that the gopas could not see where the calves had gone. So, what did they do? They do what they always do when they are in trouble. They called out to Krishna. So, they loudly called out, Krishna! Krishna! And they just felt safe when they called out Krishna's name. Right? That's how we should be. When we are in trouble, we should call out to Krishna, and Krishna saves us from any dangers, any and all dangers. He will look for the calves. So Krishna then went himself to take care of to find the calves and said, "You all eat. I will take care. I'll find the calves. You go on and eat." Okay. So let's see. So this is the scene, beautiful scene, right? Krishna is sitting in the center, and the gopas are surrounding him. They are sitting by the side of the lake, of the river, and he has some food in his left hand, and he's playing and joking around with the friends. Some gopas would eat a little bit of food, a morsel of food, and then feed Krishna, and then Krishna will also playfully then play with them and feed them. So they were having this loving, beautiful exchange. There were nice lotuses in the river. And then what happened? From the top, the demigods were looking at the scene and seeing what is happening. So Lord Brahma was especially interested in what is happening here. How can this little boy who is eating food and playing around with the little gopas like any other little child, how can he be the supreme personality of Godhead? He got bewildered, right? He was like, oh, he looks like just a normal boy. He's eating and playing with his friends. So now what is happening? Somehow, Lord Brahma stole all the calves and cowherd boys and took them to another place where they slept. Though Lord Krishna looked for them, he could not find them anywhere. Krishna thought, how can I go back alone to Vrindavan? Their mothers will be so sad and worried if they know their boys are lost. So Krishna made himself into exact copies of each and every boy and calf. They were just like each and every one of the lost calves and friends in their different sizes, colors, faces, clothes, ornaments, and in whatever they said and whatever they did. So what has happened now? So Lord Brahma came and he stole. Krishna went to find the calves in the forest, and what Lord Brahma did is he stole all the gopas and all the calves and took them to a separate place, and there they slept off. And Krishna could not find anyone, but he was worried now. How will he go back to Vrindavan? Because everybody is going to ask him, Krishna, where are the calves? Where are your friends? How could you leave them? And where did they go? So Krishna was like, I need to do something. So what he did was he kind of cloned himself, but just not looking as himself. He actually had a higher process. He actually multiplied himself to look exactly like the calves and the other gopas. So they were just like people in Vrindavan could not make out any difference. They were like, nothing has changed. All the gopas are there and all the calves are there. So when Krishna went back to village in Vrindavan, no one knew what had happened. All the calves went to their cowsheds and the boys went to their mothers and homes. Mothers bade their children put tilak and ornaments and gave them dinner after the day's work as usual. The calves came to their mother cows, which licked their bodies. But actually, what has happened now? All of these gopas and all of these calves are really Krishna. So it's actually they are exchanging all these wonderful exchanges now, basically with Krishna. But they don't know it. They just think that's their regular children, and the mothers, the cows think it's their his calves, their calves. Actually, the cows' love for their calves and gopis' love for their boys grew even more, just like their love for Krishna. So it is said that in Vrindavan, everybody loved their children, their cows, the cows loved their calves, but everybody loved Krishna the most. So now, when actually it is Krishna who is in their houses, they don't know it, but they started loving their children just like they love Krishna. So the cows gave a lot of milk. The um, the mothers loved their children, and they could not really understand why. How come they are having so much love for their child, even more than usual? They could not understand that, but it was because they did not know, but it was because they were all Krishna. Now, one day, Krishna and Balram went out with the boys and calves. They saw the cows up on top of Govardhan run down the hill to their calves with great love, tails up and full milk bags pouring milk into the ground as they went. The men up on top of the hill could not stop them and had to chase after them all the way down. When they reached the bottom, they saw their children. They picked them up in their arms very happily. After that, they went back up to the top of Govardhan Hill with their runaway cows. Along the way, they thought of their children with tears of love in their eyes. So, this is the scene, what is happening. So what is happening here? They were the actual cowherd men were grazing the cows on top of the Govardhan hill, and at the bottom, what was happening? The gopas were there, Krishna, Balram, and the gopas were there, and they were rearing the calves. They were taking the calves and taking them to graze. But when the mother cows saw their calves at the bottom of the hill, they came running down, and the cowherd men could not stop them. And why were they running down? Because they had so much love for Krishna. So they saw Krishna and they saw their calves. But the calves were also Krishna. So their love was so much that they could not stop themselves. Same for the cowherd boys who followed them and they finally took them back. Now, when Balram saw this, he thought, this must be Krishna's trick. Now Balram is very intelligent, and Balram, like Krishna, had kind of fooled all the Vrindavan people to believe that they were the real gopas and the real calves. But Balram, when he saw this, he understood what is happening. So said this must be Krishna's trick. He understood that all the boys and cows were really formed, expanded from Krishna. Balram asked him, my dear Krishna, have you turned yourself into all these boys and calves? Where did those other boys and calves go? So Krishna told him, that day you were not with us. So that day that this has happened, Balram was not there. So he said, Krishna told him, the day you were not with us, Mother Rohini kept you in home for your birthday. It was actually, so this is called as Brahma Vimohan Lila. So in that Leela, it's going to come later, but uh, that day was actually Mother Rohini, Lord Balram's birthday. So he was not accompanying them that day. They were all stolen, and now Krishna knows actually what has happened to them. Because here we see he is saying they were all stolen by Lord Brahma while we had our picnic. I made new cowherd boys and calves so that people in Vrindavan would not know that they were all lost. While Krishna and Balram were talking, Lord Brahma came back to see the fun made by stealing the boys and calves. He was surprised to see them all there and thought, I just took all these boys and their calves home from here, and I know they are still sleeping in another place. So, how can the same boys and calves be still here, playing with Krishna? So, Lord Brahma got bewildered that what is happening? I just took all of them, and now these are still here. So, something is wrong. Then Brahma saw something very wonderful happen. Krishna changed all those boys and calves into beautifully decorated four-armed Vishnu forms. Then they all turned back into cowherd boys and cows, though they had just been seen as Vishnu forms. So, what did Lord Brahma see? That all the calves and uh, all the gopas, they all looked like Vishnu. Vishnu has four forms. So he saw four-handed form of Vishnu in all of them. So now he understood that, oh, I have made a mistake. Then he saw Krishna alone as a small cowherd boy, again with a lump of food in his left hand. All the Vishnu forms had gone, and Krishna was looking for his friends and calves, just as he was doing when they first disappeared. So this is Krishna sitting in the center, and all the gopas and the calves, all of them have changed into Vishnu forms. And then what happened? They all changed back, and then Krishna was still sitting there with a lump of food in his hand, and Lord Brahma could not understand what is this all magic happening, because how can this little boy, he was thinking, how can he be the supreme lord? And then that's why he had tried to play the trick on Krishna, and what ended up happening is that he is the one who got tricked. So Lord Brahma got down from his great swan carrier, fell just like a golden stick to offer his respectful obeisances. All four helmets on Brahma's four heads touched Krishna's little lotus feet. As he remembered the wonderful sight he had seen, he cried with joy and fell and rose again and again for a long time. Seeing the Lord facing him, he began to offer his sincere prayers. Lord Brahma said, Let me offer my obeisances unto the son of Maharaj Nanda, who is standing in front of me with conch shell, earrings, peacock feather on his head, face so beautiful, garlanded with forest flowers. He holds a piece of food in one hand and carries a stick, buffalo horn, and flute. He stands before me with small lotus feet. So now Lord Brahma has understood that Krishna is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he's praying to Krishna, paying obeisances to Krishna, glorifying Krishna. And that should be our mood. We should be glorifying Krishna whenever we go to the temple, we go in front of deities. We should pay obeisances to Krishna like he is there, right in front of us. And we should glorify Krishna, talk to our friends about Krishna. So he's saying, You look just like a village boy carrying your food in your hand and looking for your calves. First I saw you alone, then you made yourself into your friends and the calves. Then I saw you and all the boys and calves as four-handed Vishnus, and they were being worshipped by all demigods, even me. Again they all became cowherd boys, and then you were alone as you were before. Please accept me as your loving servant. I hope you will excuse me for disturbing you. Now take the boys and calves. Please let me leave you so you can enjoy the company of your friends and calves without my interfering. Lord Brahma walked around Krishna 3 times, offering humble obeisances, went back to his home called Brahmaloka. Then Krishna's friends, now back beside the Yamuna again, were eating lunch just as they had been doing when Krishna left to look for lost calves. When Krishna came, the boys said, Please come and let us eat together. Krishna smiled and sat down. So, this is the beautiful picture where Lord Brahma is paying obeisances to the two-handed form of the Lord, the one with peacock feathers and garland of flowers around his neck. So, this is the beautiful pastime or called as Brahma Vimohan Lila. Vimohan means when somebody is baffled. So Lord Brahma was baffled in this because of what was happening in front of him. So this was the beautiful story of Brahma Vimohan Leela. Haribo. So now I would ask you all if you want to share something from this pastime that you really liked or wanted to share. Go ahead. Is there Radhya there? I can't hear you, Radhya. I think you were
Yeah.
muted. Go ahead. You want to share something?
No.
Okay. Anything that struck you that you did not know before from the story?
I like when he like made more of himself to, you know.
Yeah, Krishna can do anything. He made so many copies, like just like looking like all the cowherd men and boys and all the cows. That is very pretty wonderful. Darsh wants to share. Go ahead, Darsh.
I liked how Krishna turned himself into the four-handed Vishnu's.
Yeah, he is none other. So here this pastime actually shows that Vishnu is none other than Krishna. So it's one of the forms of Krishna, the Vishnus. There's so many Vishnus that can come out of Krishna, right? Krishna can expand into the Vishnu form. So what is the understanding of this is basically Vishnu is like it's the same person, but when he's in office. The Vishnu form is more official kind of work kind of form, and the Krishna form is the one who is the original form in the house, playing and having fun, things like that. Okay. Okay. Asher, you want to share something? Anything, share anything from this.
I like that Krishna made multiple clones of himself to make to make it seem like he had his friends and calves still with him and they're not lost.
Yeah, so he's so caring that he didn't want the people of Vrindavan to feel the separation from their children. So he himself made copies of him so that the cows don't feel bad and the other gopis and other Vrindavan people don't feel bad. Okay, Sanvi, you want to share something?
I like the part at the end where Krishna found all his friends sitting there as if nothing happened, and then Krishna just came over and ate with him.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually said. So the way this happened was, it's actually went on for almost 1 year in the Earth time. So it was almost 1 year of time when when Krishna stayed with the Vrindavan people like that, and the gopas and the cows. However, when Lord Brahma here said, if you remember, that I just left them, taken them, and just came back, right? So for Lord Brahma, it was actually within few minutes. So the time is different in different planets. This is described by even our science. It is described that the timing is different on the Earth and even in space. So this is also exemplified over here when we see that the different planets are different. There are different things happening in different planets, and the time is different over there. So even though they had um, they had only left Brahma for Lord Brahma, it was only a few minutes. For people on Earth, it was almost 1 year. And because Lord Brahma had taken the calves and the gopas to his area, his planet, a different planet, for them also it was like nothing had happened. So when they came back to Krishna, they didn't realize it has been a year that has passed. So it was just momentary for them. So for them, they were still glorifying Krishna and talking about the Agasur pastime, because for them, Agasur had just been killed by Krishna and they were just eating after that. So that is pretty amazing. Okay, Advik and Arav, did you listen to the story? Were you here? I couldn't see you. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry, I just probably didn't see you then. Yeah. So anything you want to share?
I like the part where when Krishna cloned himself and make those clothes look like the cowherd boys and the calves.
Yes, Hari Bol. Wonderful. Sheetal Mataji, anything you want to share, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
It is just a wonderful pastime, Prabhuji. It is one of my favorite pastimes. I just enjoy the reciprocation that Lord Krishna gives with each and every gopa, where he's facing each and every gopa directly. And it just also lets us know that, the pastimes or the Lord's Leelas are inconceivable, like even to Lord Brahma. So who are we? Yeah, Haribol.
Yes, Mataji, it is very true that we see that even great demigods and the creator himself, Lord Brahma, is the creator of the universe. So he's the secondary creator, it is said. Um, so he can get baffled by Krishna, then who are we? So when sometimes we don't understand what is happening or why something is happening, we don't understand why we think, why is Krishna doing this to us? Right? So we can try to remember the Brahma Vimohan Lila and understand that, we are very little to understand the plans, the big plans. So Krishna knows the past, present, and future, and he still does the best by us in whatever situation we are. So it is okay to surrender to Krishna and be like, hey, Krishna, I do not understand why this is happening or what is happening, but I surrender unto you. So please take care of me. Like the Gopas said, right? What did the Gopas say when their calves went away? Do you all remember? Can anyone tell me? What did Gopas say?
They shouted Krishna.
Yeah, not like this, Krishna. They said it from the heart. They say it from they their life depends on him. So they say, Krishna, Krishna. So they call out to Krishna, like it is a deep expression of save me. So you are my only savior. Krishna is the only savior that we have. So that's why we pray like that to Krishna. Like there is nobody else who can save me but you. Okay. Now, does anybody want anything else in the class? Or we should finish? We're done, right? Yes, Navya?
We need a Kahoot.
Oh, okay, okay. I almost forgot. Yes, we have to do the Kahoot. Okay. Do you all have another device to play Kahoot?
To my computer. If you're using a computer, you can also just do split screen.
Okay, let me go to the library and host. Start classic mode. Let me make sure you all can see the screen. Can you see the screen? The Kahoot screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
You sure I can't join? I think I forgot everything.
Uh-uh. You can lead. Do you want to lead the Kahoot, Navya? You can do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, can I come up there and do it?
sure.
Hi.
So we have Darsh, Sanvi, Asher. Still waiting for Radhya. Advik is here. Radhya is here. Is Arav also playing separately?
Yes, but he hasn't joined yet.
Okay.
Can I start? Nope. Lady, do you want to be a host?
Chair. Okay, I think everyone is here now, so we'll start. Okay. So we'll start. Go ahead. Navya will share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Healing of Aggressor. We did this last class. What form did Aggressor come in? Did he come in the form of a demon, a heron, a snake, or a cow? Okay, that was easy. Everyone got that.
Nice. So this time we have slightly easier questions. That's good. Navya made them. That's
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
Good job. Sanvi is in first place, and then we have Darsh, Advik, Asher, and Arav. Good job. What did Aghasur's mouth look like? Did it look like a ditch? Okay, everyone got that one too. Okay, everyone's good at this. I don't think. Next. Okay, so no changes. This one is double points. Why did Aghasur try to attack Krishna and his friends? Because in Aghasur's past life, Krishna did not grant Aghasur a boon. He was angry at Krishna for cursing him. He was a devotee that wanted to serve Krishna by fighting with him. He wanted revenge because Krishna killed his brother and sister. Which one of these is right? Okay, yeah, I know. I give everyone really easy questions. This time it's more about speed. Good job. Arav moved up and he has a streak of 3. Good job. Then true or false? The Gopas knew that Aghasur was a demon. Yes, the Gopas did know that Aghasur was a demon, but we have a question later on this, so I won't explain too much.
The Gopas went into the mouth of the Asur was
They knew it.
the cave. Knowing that Krishna would not give it to.
Okay. Almost the same. I think this time it's more about the speed.
A lot of people got that.
Why were the Gopas not scared of Aghasur? They had magic powers that could save them. They were all too busy having fun to care. Yes, everyone got that right again. You guys are really good at this. Or I just made it too easy. I think you guys are good at this. And then, good job. This one is a puzzle. It's really easy. You just have to arrange it from first to last.
Careful though, okay? It's arranging. So what happened
What
first, and then what happened. It's in that sequence. So top to bottom, the top would be the first thing that happened, and the last thing would be the bottom most. So make sure the sequence makes sense from top to bottom, time-wise. So you have to drag it up and down, the answer.
Okay, almost there.
No,
Okay,
a lot of
no,
people got it
a lot
wrong.
of people got it wrong. It was a little bit confusing, these first two, but good job. But good job. It was really hard. So first, Aghassar got in position because I think it would be kind of noticeable if a giant snake came in front of them. But and then Krishna and his friends went to the forest. Okay. Oh, we had some movement. Radhya came up. Good job. How did Krishna kill Aghassar? He punched him. He grew so big that the life air could no longer stay inside of Aghassar. He poisoned him. Nothing. The Gopas killed him. Which, how did Krishna kill Aghassar? Or did he even kill Aghassar? Okay, good job. Have Asher coming up now, but mostly the same. True or false? Aghassar went to Krishna after he died. True or false?
So did Aghasur's soul go inside Krishna when he died? That's the question. Is that true or false? That Aghasur's soul went inside Krishna?
Okay,
That is true.
that was a little bit harder because why would he go into Krishna? But everyone got it right.
Yeah, but it was tough because Navya's language is difficult to understand.
Okay, I changed the last moment. You told me to change the question.
Okay.
Okay, good job. What did the demigods do after Aghasur was killed? They showered flowers on him. They just watched because they didn't want to ruin the pastime. Nothing. They didn't think it was a big deal. They got sad because Aghasur was their friend. Which one was correct? Okay, most of us got that right. And then I'm not sure about that yellow one, but maybe. Okay. And then same thing. Okay.
Last question.
Last question, multi-select and double points. Who were Aghasur's siblings, brother and sister, basically? Putna, who's the lady demon. Shinavrata, wind demon.
So there's more than one
Kali.
answer, so be careful, okay?
You need to pick 2 or 3.
Whatever is right.
Yeah.
So it can be one or more.
Yeah. Kalia, snake demon. Pakasur, bird demon. Which one of who were the Aghasur's siblings?
Could be 2 brothers, could be brother and sister. Actually, Navya was nice. She gave you brother and sister.
Yeah. Okay, we have a lot of answers on that one. Which makes sense. Talia? I would have thought more people would have chosen Talia since I wrote Snake Demon. But we haven't covered him yet, so maybe not. And then Tunavrata was not related at all. It was Putna and Bakasur, Bakasur we just studied, and Putna we did a little bit back. Okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
let's see the
this is
podium.
podium. In third place, Advik.
Rebo.
Darish, good job. Who's
Rebo.
first?
Rebo.
Good job, everyone.
And then we have Radhya and Ashir also.
Haribol. Haribol. Haribol.
Yeah.
So we'll sing for all the winners and all the players. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Vivo.
Well, good job, everyone. Did great.
Hey, thank you everyone for joining. Anything you want to say? Anything? Anyone has any